The FIA has just dropped a bombshell report from Abu Dhabi 2025 that could put Lando Norris's championship in serious jeopardy. Red Bull claims that Norris's off-track overtake on Yuki Tsunoda may face sanctions and a points deduction, potentially costing him the world championship. If enforced, it could completely rewrite the championship standings. Yet the twist? The FIA confirmed Norris's maneuver was legal because he was forced off-track to avoid Tsunoda's aggressive driving, securing his 2025 title. And the fallout? Tsunoda received a 5-second penalty and a super license point, Red Bull's risky strategy backfired, and the paddock erupted over controversial defensive tactics and team orders gone wrong. Subscribe now because this explosive revelation defines Abu Dhabi 2025, and you don't want to miss a single second of the drama. The 2025 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix was already set for a breathtaking finale, but Lando Norris's off-track overtake on Yuki Tsunoda intensified the drama to unprecedented levels. During the final laps, Norris was forced off the track to complete a decisive pass, initially deemed legal by FIA stewards. However, Red Bull submitted fresh evidence claiming the maneuver deserved closer scrutiny, sparking debates across the paddock about track limits, aggressive defensive driving, and the fine balance between strategy and regulation. Telemetry from Norris's car provided crucial insights into the incident. Engineers meticulously analyzed steering angles, throttle inputs, and vehicle speed at the exact moment he left the racing surface. Preliminary FIA assessments showed that Norris maintained higher momentum and improved exit speed through Sector 3. Red Bull compiled this data into a comprehensive report, highlighting how even milliseconds gained in such a critical section could influence the championship standings. The FIA also evaluated the maneuver's repeatability across multiple laps. By reviewing laps 31, 34, and 36, engineers determined whether the performance advantage was consistent or a one-off occurrence due to track conditions. The analysis revealed that Norris's trajectory, combined with precise throttle and steering control, consistently produced measurable benefits. This repeatability reinforced Red Bull's claim and illustrated the level of precision with which modern Formula One monitors split-second maneuvers. High-speed video footage provided further corroboration. Multiple camera angles captured Norris cutting the track while overtaking Tsunoda, visually validating the telemetry data. Frame-by-frame analysis demonstrated that leaving the track allowed Norris to maintain an optimal racing line and maximize exit speed. The integration of telemetry and video evidence gave the FIA a robust foundation to consider a points deduction, emphasizing the critical role of advanced technology in race governance. For McLaren, the potential consequences were enormous. A points penalty could alter Norris's finishing position, impact the driver standings, and affect the Constructors' Championship. The team faced the dual challenge of defending their driver while preparing for the FIA's ruling, all under intense scrutiny from media, fans, and rival teams. Every decision during this post-race period carried immense weight, demonstrating how post-race investigations can reshape championship outcomes. Red Bull's submission of new evidence escalated tension across the paddock. By providing telemetry and high-speed video, the team emphasized the importance of strict track limit compliance and demonstrated the meticulous enforcement standards in modern Formula One. This case illustrated that even brief off-track maneuvers can have far-reaching consequences, showing how technical data now governs competitive fairness in motorsport. Finally, the paddock reaction was immediate and intense. Analysts, commentators, and rival team principals debated the potential severity of any FIA penalty and the precedent it could set for future races. Abu Dhabi 2025, initially expected to end with high-speed excitement, became a defining example of post-race investigation and regulatory oversight. Norris's off-track maneuver highlighted how every millisecond and trajectory choice is scrutinized, reinforcing the zero-tolerance culture of contemporary Formula One. The FIA's renewed investigation into Lando Norris's off-track overtake was triggered after Red Bull submitted fresh telemetry and high-speed video evidence. Engineers meticulously analyzed steering angles, throttle application, and vehicle speed at the exact moment Norris left the track to overtake Yuki Tsunoda. The data confirmed that the maneuver allowed Norris to maintain momentum and achieve higher exit speed through Sector 3, offering a measurable performance advantage that could significantly affect both race results and championship standings. Mechanical simulations were conducted to replicate the incident under authentic race conditions. Using Norris's telemetry and vehicle dynamics, the FIA recreated his trajectory to assess tire load, suspension response, and aerodynamic effects. These simulations confirmed that leaving the track enabled Norris to sustain higher speed and reduce energy loss, producing a tangible performance advantage that validated Red Bull's evidence and justified reopening the case for closer review. High-speed video corroborated the telemetry and simulation findings. Multiple camera angles captured Norris cutting the track while overtaking Tsunoda. Frame-by-frame analysis demonstrated that this maneuver allowed him to carry a cleaner racing line and maintain higher exit velocity. The integration of telemetry, simulation, and visual evidence created a compelling, multi-layered case for the FIA to consider a points deduction or other post-race sanction. The FIA also analyzed the repeatability of the maneuver by examining multiple laps, including laps 31, 34, and 36. Each lap consistently showed performance gains derived from leaving the track. This repeatability confirmed that the advantage was neither accidental nor caused by temporary track conditions but was a direct result of the maneuver itself. Repeatable performance advantages are critical in determining the severity of potential sanctions and in maintaining the integrity of competition. Regulatory guidelines in Formula One emphasize compliance over intent. Even though Norris maintained control and avoided collisions, leaving track limits to gain a positional advantage constitutes a clear breach. Red Bull's evidence demonstrated that the maneuver altered vehicle dynamics and lap performance in a measurable and repeatable way, reinforcing the FIA's rationale to review the case and consider a significant points deduction. For McLaren, the implications were substantial. Depending on the FIA's final ruling, Norris could lose championship points or have his finishing position adjusted, impacting both driver standings and the Constructors' Championship. The team faced the dual challenge of defending their driver while preparing for the potential sanction, under intense scrutiny from media, fans, and rival teams. Every millisecond and trajectory decision became critical in shaping the post-race outcome. Finally, the paddock's reaction was immediate and intense. Analysts, commentators, and rival team principals debated the potential severity of any FIA sanction and the precedent it could set for future races. Abu Dhabi 2025, initially expected to conclude with high-speed spectacle, became a defining example of post-race scrutiny and regulatory enforcement. Norris's off-track maneuver illustrated how every split-second decision is meticulously analyzed to maintain fairness, integrity, and the zero-tolerance culture of modern Formula One. In Formula One, track limits are enforced with extreme precision to maintain fairness and competitive integrity. Any driver leaving the designated racing surface to gain an advantage is considered in breach of FIA regulations, regardless of intent. Norris's off-track overtake on Yuki Tsunoda was analyzed using telemetry, mechanical simulations, and high-speed video to quantify the exact performance gains. Even minor deviations from the track can produce measurable improvements in speed and sector times, which the FIA treats as serious regulatory infractions. Telemetry analysis revealed that Norris maintained higher exit speeds and optimized throttle and steering inputs during the off-track maneuver. These subtle adjustments allowed him to carry momentum that would have been lost if he had remained within track limits. In modern Formula One, milliseconds can decide race outcomes, and the FIA monitors every parameter of the car to ensure compliance. The data confirmed that the advantage gained was consistent and reproducible, providing a strong technical foundation for evaluating potential sanctions. Mechanical simulations were conducted to replicate Norris's trajectory under realistic race conditions. Engineers examined tire load, suspension response, and aerodynamic effects throughout the off-track maneuver. The results demonstrated that leaving the track enabled Norris to maintain higher speed and reduce energy loss, producing a measurable performance advantage. This validated both telemetry and video evidence, giving the FIA a comprehensive understanding of the maneuver's technical impact. High-speed video corroborated telemetry and simulation findings. Multiple camera angles captured Norris cutting the track while overtaking Tsunoda, visually confirming the maneuver. Frame-by-frame analysis demonstrated that leaving the track allowed him to maintain an optimal racing line and higher exit speed. The alignment of visual and telemetry evidence provided a complete picture that justified the consideration of a post-race points deduction. The FIA also examined the repeatability of the maneuver across multiple laps, including laps 31, 34, and 36. Each lap demonstrated consistent performance gains from leaving the track. Repeatable advantages are critical for assessing the severity of potential penalties, showing that the advantage was neither accidental nor caused by transient track conditions, but a direct result of Norris's maneuver. Penalty assessment in Formula One considers both regulatory compliance and competitive impact. Even though Norris maintained control and avoided collisions, leaving track limits to gain a positional advantage constitutes a clear violation. Red Bull's evidence demonstrated that the maneuver altered vehicle dynamics and lap performance in a measurable and repeatable way, justifying the FIA's consideration of a significant points penalty. Finally, this incident highlights the zero-tolerance enforcement culture in modern Formula One. Every maneuver, no matter how brief, is analyzed with extreme precision. Norris's off-track pass demonstrates how telemetry, mechanical simulations, and high-speed video converge to provide a complete understanding of compliance. The FIA's scrutiny ensures championship integrity, showing that even minor infractions can carry major consequences for drivers and teams alike.